Andy B, what's up, man? Can you hear me okay? Just double checking audio here. Poker Mike, what's going on, man? Good deal. Thank you. Andy, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Start off with this past weekend and kind of how things were. Y'all seen a little bit wider of an angle. Tried something a little bit different with the Burrow Max, right? Got to drive around a little bit and get you guys a quicker look at kind of how the pits were set up. It was a pretty nice little setup. Just about everyone was on a paved pad, and the rows were pretty close together. It wasn't too tight of a pit. The staging lanes were close. I had the truck pulled up pretty close to. I got there early and got really close to the haulers and everything, so there wasn't a real long walk or anything like that. Friday's weather was beautiful. Saturday it was a little humid. Nothing compared to Darlington, but all in all, it was a good weekend. Let's see who's all on here before we get started into some races here. Rob Locks, hello. Good to see you. What do you think about Kai's new 1100-inch cubic motor? Well, I mean, if it's really a thing, he's probably a little bit disappointed in its performance, but you know, guys were having fun on social media last week. Let's just say that. Thank you for that sticker, Clark. I really appreciate that, man. Hey Dale, what's going on, man? Marcus, thank you. Andy, yeah. Justin, not having any luck. That's for sure. You know that they're slaving on that car right now, trying to get that thing figured out. And I don't know. Has anybody seen? Has Justin posted anything today? I haven't. I've been working on organizing videos and just trying to get ready for this live stream. I haven't been on much. I haven't seen what's been going on after the races, if anything. Hey Shan. Hey Adam. Silva says, how about doing live someday? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to get some better equipment, because I'm not going to do it from a phone, and I'm not going to do it from an iPad. So, like I've said, and I'll say it again, I like doing stuff post-editing. I like to make it better quality. Not taking anything away from anyone else. I'm just doing my deal. So, Kevin, thank you. Yeah. We've been in the land of Lincoln since we got home from Darlington. Obviously, that's home here. It was the closest race for us. It was 5 hours, and I went up to the race by myself. So Jessie was here, home with the boys, and she had some plans. She had some other plans with friends this weekend. So we decided just to have her kind of stay back here and get the boys in a little bit routine. They love being home after being on the road for so long. So we just kind of decided that was best for us this weekend, with it being a close race. So Man, shout out to those guys who gave me a whole lot of hospitality. I feel it's just undeserved hospitality. You know who you are, for letting me stay with you, and man, I appreciate it. I really do. I'm blown away by some of the generosity that's out there, and it's so cool to see. I did not take the camper. Obviously, I just had the truck, and some of the guys in the pits kind of heard that, and they were like, "No, man, you're not sleeping in your truck." So that was crazy. Get to a couple more comments here before we get into some races. MMJ, how's it going? Thank you, Clark. Mr. Be Real, glad you're here. Thank you, Bobby. No, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Jim, he and Reaper went back and forth for a little, really. I'm interested in that. Thank you, MMJ. I appreciate that. Only thing Justin's done today is call out Reaper. We love the post-race live. Thank you. For all y'all that are joining, take a second and go ahead and minimize this video and give this video a thumbs up and share it if you don't mind. Typically, these lives have been lasting around an hour. So just kick back and enjoy. I do have my new software running. We are going to be able to watch some races, and something that we're going to do is we're actually going to check out the winner from this past weekend's Invitational, Eric Kavela. We're going to check out his path to victory. We're going to watch every race from the time he got there to see what led up to him winning his first NPK race. So John, I plan on it. Thank you. The Squirrel, where are you headed next? This weekend is Outlaw Armageddon in Noble, Oklahoma. That'll be my first time down there. Have a media pass for down there, so I think we're going to head down a little bit early. We're going to head down hopefully Thursday morning. I hear there's some extra racing that kind of goes on maybe beforehand, so maybe go down and check some of that stuff out. Clark, who do you honestly think is going to win the points championship? It's it's so tough. So right now we are halfway. We have 7 races down, and there's actually 6 races to go. I just posted the points update from the NPK Facebook page, so go ahead and check that out either on the No Prep Kings Facebook page, or you can hop over onto the posts that I made, and we now have an official tie. I'm sure most of you have seen, for first place between Eric Kavela and the Chaos Vet and Ryan Martin. So I don't know. I kind of just foresaw something happening. Y'all seen in the pit tour video. I wanted to see how the points were going to get mixed up, and man, they did. They did. I'm sure a lot of y'all out there may have thought that Ryan was running away with this thing, but man, we're only halfway. There's a lot of guys that are raring and ready to go at this point. Man, they're just getting warmed up. Andy B says that Reaper showed off his new rebuilt trailer. It's bad. Ooh, yikes. Thank you for that offer, Mike. I appreciate that. Reaper Jones, thank you. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for subscribing. That reminds me, if y'all are interested, we do have membership available right now. So if you go back to our main channel page, there is a join button. Go ahead and click that if you're on your computer, and if you're on a mobile device, then you can copy and paste that link into your browser or Safari, and it'll take you to the 3 levels of membership that we have right now. You can see the different offers for perks that each level brings you. Do not feel obligated to do that, but know that every dollar of membership, of giving via PayPal, whatever it is, 100% of that goes back into this channel. Y'all are just sharing and liking and commenting and loving this stuff, and I just want it to get out to more people. I want to be bigger, faster, and better every week. So seriously, love all your comments, love all your feedback. Thank you guys so much. Let's before I go ahead and read all these messages, I'm sorry I can't get to all of them just yet, but I do want to get into some races. I want y'all to check out this new software. Let me know if you have any bugs, but I think I got it worked out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to check out Eric Kavela's first race, which was a grudge race this weekend. Let's check it out. So, I hope I'm back. Oh, shoot. That sucks that didn't work. I wonder... It says I need to turn down the video settings. I'm trying to do too high quality here, apparently. Well, anyways, that was Eric Kavela's grudge pass, and it just so happens that it was against Robin Roberts. So Robin was in the right lane and Eric was in the left lane, and they had a good race out to about 400 foot, and Eric started getting close to the wall, and MMJ, don't say that. You will like it, just not right now. But anyways, Eric got close to the wall and had to pull the chutes, so Robin ended up taking it. So Let's take a look here. I want to see. Oh man, yeah, go figure. Leave it up to the software, just trying something new. Well, let me see if this works here, because I really want to go over these races, because it was a crazy path. Let's see here. Bam! Let's check this out. Right here. Y'all need to go over to these Facebook and Instagram pages right now. Chaos Vet Racing on Facebook and Chaos Vet at Instagram. That's not lagging, is it, right? It's just text. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate it. Brian, it's not the bandwidth. I got some really good internet here. I'm just trying to simultaneously stream 1080 in my camera and my 1080 of the video of the race, and having those in the same screen at the same time, that is a lot, and it's probably, unfortunately, it's probably my computer. I got this computer back when I had my other YouTube channel, and it was good for then, but it's kind of getting filled up. But anyways, I want to go over the rest of the races that Eric had anyways. Let's see here. After his grudge race, he went to... pull up my note here, because I don't want to pull up that video. I do not want to lag. It's the last thing I want to do here. Okay, I lied. The race against Robin, I had it in the wrong order on here. The race against Robin was Team Attack round 1. That was Eric's second pass down. The first pass was against Scott Taylor, and Scott Taylor was in the right lane, Eric was in the left, and Scott ended up winning that one. Eric didn't make a real good pass on that one, so 2 passes started off the weekend. Those were the only passes that he made on Friday, and honestly, I talked to him in between rounds, and if you watch the pit tour video, you've seen that he said that he was wanting some, what was it, some horsepower therapy. What was it? Somebody mentioned it in the comments. They heard what he said. But anyways, he was tired. It had been a long trip for them to get there again, and man, he just was not super happy. They had a lot of work to do on that car between Friday and Saturday. So Saturday morning, Chaos Vet Racing, they're getting up and they're like, hey, we just did a lot of work. We're going to go out here and we're going to see what's up. So the first round ended up being the 11th race. And if y'all saw, I see some comments on here right now kind of asking about Eric Bain, who is okay. He ended up having a broken foot and needing some toes put back into place, but it was Eric Kavela versus Eric Bain. It was a race of the vets, the orange vet and the blue vet, and if you watch the race, I wish I could play it on here, but I can't figure out this setting that I need to knock it down to at least 720. But Eric Bain is in the left lane, and his car immediately goes left towards the wall, and he tries driving it and staying in it back to the right. Well, the car ends up grabbing and goes towards the center line. That car just stuck, and at that point he's having to turn back left already, and just lost control, man. That thing spun sideways, nose first into the wall, big fireball, and it was a scary deal. It really was. If you haven't had time, go ahead back there and take a look at that. It was a scary deal. Eric got out really fast. Obviously, seeing that fireball that came up, and he got out and hopped over the wall, and the fire crew was there as soon as he was climbing over the wall. The car did not stay on fire, thankfully, but man, all in all, it was a scary deal. To get off of the Bane topic, super glad he is okay though. We have been praying for him, his family, and his team, so y'all do the same. We're all a family. We're all in this together, supporting each other one way or another, and man, just thankful he's okay. But Eric K, he did make a good hit in the right lane, so the work that his team put in, man, it was all for naught. Acceleration therapy. There you go. Thank you, Scott. Yes. So he got his acceleration therapy, and after all the work that they did, he was on track. Invitational round 2, he ends up going out against Chuck Seitzinger. We all kind of know Chuck's deal right now. He's a little bit underpowered compared to some of these other cars. Not taking anything away from him. He's made some good passes. That car is looking good, and we all know that he's ready for his new car, hopefully here in 3 weeks down in Virginia. But Chuck can cut a light, and he's done it. And we all know the biggest race, the notable race that I can think of for Chuck this year was when he took out Justin Swanstrom on the light that he cut. So, you know, I'm sure Eric's got that in the back of his head as he's doing getting ready for this race. But he ends up beating Chuck. Made a really good pass, and we get to round 3. It was on a different page here. I got too many notes, y'all. It's hard to keep this stuff straight. Oh, man. Man, why can I not find that? Darn it. While y'all are waiting, just minimize this video and hit the like button. Even though I'm not doing a good job here. Why can I not find that on here? There it is. Good night. Thought I was going crazy. Eric versus Justin Swanstrom. Lo and behold, who we were just talking about. And Eric's in the right lane, Justin's in the left lane, and Justin does his burnout. Big Country standing there. Justin stops. Big Country gets down and looks, and Justin blew his blower. So Eric gets a break right there, and man, it was going to be a good race. We've all been waiting it. We kind of know the history there this year so far between Eric and Justin, and you know that $10,000 race that, you know, we're all kind of hoping that it happens, right? That'd be pretty crazy. But I'm sure it's going to happen. They talked about it in Epping, New Hampshire, and they said they were going to do it. So it was cool to see them line up. Then semifinals, Eric versus Jerry Bird. Gosh, I wish I could play this, but you guys will see it. It's on the channel. If you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and watch it. It's a really good race. Jerry Bird is making a pass in the left lane. Not take anything away from Eric, but at, you know, close to 500 foot, Jerry's out, and we all know Jerry's paint job right now. He's out in front, and he wasn't letting off. And boy, I don't think that his car hit the wall, but he actually did end up getting out of it a little bit, and Eric came around him in the last 100 foot. So a really good race there. Just to tell you how close Jerry was, watch the video whenever Jerry pulls the chutes as he crosses the line. and his left chute is bouncing on top of the wall. That's how close he was. And then obviously in the finals, there's Robin Roberts. They get up there. Eric goes into the left lane, which he hadn't been in since Friday, and man, he went right down Broadway. Eric made a heck of a pass. Robin ended up making it out to about half track, and they were dead even. I have to watch the race back. If I'm not mistaken, Robin might have been out just a little bit on him, and he ended up drifting towards center and had to get out of it. And man, the rest is history. Congratulations again to Eric Kavela and the Chaos Vet team. Man, they are so deserving. I gotta share this with you all. I shared it with Eric this past weekend. I said, man, I remember coming up to y'all or walking past your trailer in Hebron. You were the last trailer in line, and I see this beautiful orange vet, pro-charged, pro-line Hemi, and I'm like, first of all, why is this dude last in line, and why don't I know who he is? But Eric has a huge history. He has several championships in Cali. Like I said, y'all, that's why I got their links up here. Check them out. Give them a like. Give them a follow. Comment on their stuff. If you're at the races, stop and talk to them. They are so down to earth, great people. Love telling people about who they are, where they came from, and man, y'all can do the same on the social media. They have a great response time, and man, just awesome people. Chaos Vet, they're awesome. I'm gonna get to some of these comments here. Scott, yes, I'm going to OA7. On the membership, do you show other races? That is still in the works. I haven't yet, but I'm not opposed to taking some requests from members and putting in just a little more effort to make a race video that you may be interested in. So absolutely, that is a possibility. So I'm running behind on these. I'm trying to catch up. MMJ. Bane's car is pretty bad. I don't want to call it totaled per se. He didn't roll. The car was on the track. You can see it teeter-tottered back and forth a lot. All the bodywork was pretty well shredded off the car. You can see there's pictures of it. I know I saw on Eric's social media this week. He was today. He's posting up stuff, and looks like he'll be raffling off parts and pieces off of the car, obviously to raise money for the repair. I haven't heard for sure. If anyone else has, just let me know here what his plan is, if he's getting right back to rebuilding it. But yeah, we'll just, if he hasn't said, we'll just have to wait and see what his plan is. But I don't want to call the car totaled, but it was in disarray, that's for sure. At least the front end and all the bodywork would need replaced, that's for sure. The powertrain was tore up in the front. I didn't hear how the motor was, or the mid plate, or trans, or anything like that. But Poker Mike, Ryan gave Chuck enough motors and equipment, he should do well. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm a fan of the Mustangs. So that'll be crazy to see that car out there with the twin turbo 481X. Philip, have you heard who's going to Armageddon? So if you go on our Facebook page, I did share the post from Outlaw Armageddon on the classes right now for big tire, small tire. I know they're doing like an OG street and like a daily driver deal. So they have pictures and names of everyone who's supposed to be there, even though there are some pictures of people that might not make it on there. Jeff, yes. Jerry is doing awesome this year. It was funny. We were talking after the race, and someone was there, and they mentioned to Jerry. They're like, "Man, you ought to just keep it like this. Like, don't fix it." And he goes, "No, seriously, I'm okay with that." He's like, I don't. I'm just gonna leave it how it is for now. At least, for the rest of the season, maybe. But yeah, no, cosmetics. They're cosmetics, right? I mean, he's got that thing hammered out to where it's aerodynamic, and he's still fast as ever. So, no, it's cool seeing the Bird Boys doing good. Hey James, how you doing, man? Yeah, MMJ, I agree. I think the Bird Boys are past due, and I think they'll get one. I agree. Hey, Crazy Carl, thanks for joining, man. While I'm scrolling through these comments, don't forget, y'all, hit that like button and share. If you guys have any specific comments from this past weekend, race requests, just let me know in the comments, and we'll try and see what we can do. I really want to see about these videos. I'd love to get them to play. Darn. So, we're not going to be able to watch any of the races this time, unfortunately. I'm going to get this working, I promise. Just don't bail on me. They said I had to turn off the video outputs in order to change that resolution setting. So, darn. That's my bad. I was trying to be too good. It was working good until it went live, so. Poker Mike, Eric K can win it all. Yeah, no, he can. He's got it going on. Frank, if your wife helped you filming, she should do small tire, then put them on a different channel. No prep small tire, no affairs, including this guy. That's not a bad idea. Again, I wish these races would work. I have some small tire stuff on here if y'all are interested in seeing it. I know I have first round Friday. I don't think I got a second round. I think I got hungry. I think we'll get some food. And the lines were crazy, man. They only had like one main vendor. It was this barbecue joint, and they had like, your standard stuff, burgers and hot dogs and pulled pork and different things. They had all the fixings, probably making y'all hungry here, but they had baked beans and coleslaw and green beans. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. But anyways, they only had one place, and the line was insane. Actually, what happened was, after round one of like grudges, and the Race Your Way In races, they ran out of food already. They were told that there were going to be other vendors there, and there weren't. I mean, there was a couple places that made drinks and stuff like that, but other than food, they were literally only ones there. And they had to run out to Sam's Club and go buy more food. And I know that they sold out on Saturday as well, like after the third round. So, man, it's crazy. I mean, with all those people there, how is there only one vendor? Like, I don't know. It was a bad deal. Angela, can you elaborate on the engine and transmission combinations when you are doing interviews? It's not a bad idea. I've thought about it. Obviously, in the pit tour videos that are sponsored by Burromax, I get some good shots in the cars. Sometimes it's a little rough with how bright it is out, and it takes a second for the camera lighting to automatically adjust. But you get a good look at who's running what transmission, and most of the time all the cars have their front clips off, and you get a good look at the motors too. So I mean, I don't care to put a little comment in there. Usually most of the drivers are around at that time. It's cool to hear their feedback and how appreciative some of them are of me, but like that's like backwards to me. Like I'm thankful for them being there and doing what they're doing, but they see the other side of it, of getting these behind the scenes stuff and showing people who they really are and the work that they're doing in between rounds. Some people may think, oh, these guys are just out there driving. I mean, a lot of people don't, but there are people out there like, man, these people are just out there driving, they're living a life. But it's tough. This schedule is insanely tough. Experiencing it, I thought it was going to be all lollipops and butterflies, but it's not. It is tasking, that's for sure. Long answer to a short question. Yeah, I think we could do that. Michael says, if Justin's car stays together, he's going to the top. It's a fast hot rod, man. Brand new car, and it's come out of the box fast. He did it right, that's for sure. MMJ says, who is your favorite? See, I like to take those questions and turn it around. Like, I want to know all y'all's favorite drivers, and then we can all kind of see who's fans of who. I like to take those questions and take them back to like season 1, 2, and 3, when my wife were going to the events, and obviously we watch all the shows and everything. But we were Ryan Martin and Jeff Lutz fans. Like, if I wasn't wearing a Lutz hat and a Fireball t-shirt, I was wearing a Fireball hat and a Lutz shirt. So, man, just it's been cool getting to know those guys and their families, for that matter. So, this year I can't single out any favorites. It's just been really unreal getting to know these guys and girls, their wives. It's been awesome. So y'all tell me in the comments, who's your favorite driver? Andy B, yes. Chuck's new car is a Mustang. Max. Yeah, we met at Bird's car, absolutely. Hey man, what's going on? Got to meet a lot of the fam this weekend. It's cool, just kind of walking up into the stands and everyone kind of giving shout outs. So I appreciate that, and encourage people to continue to do that. Man, it's cool getting to put faces and meet y'all in person. So I absolutely love meeting the fam. MMJ says Robin and Larson are probably mine. Hey, those are good picks. I enjoy stopping and talking to those guys. To talk to Robin and Melody on Friday night after Robin had blown up his turbo, and all the work that was going to go into that. So I mean, that's another thing to think about. We were just mentioning that the Chaos Vet team was slaving on their car, but I know that Robin and their team were up until like 4 in the morning, and probably even past that. That was just what I'd heard, doing work to their car, getting it ready, and y'all see where he made it. Both cars in the finals. Pretty awesome. Frank says, I know it's a lot of work to put up the races round by round. Did you stop doing that? I enjoyed watching all the races. No, it's not that I stopped doing that, but the way it works out is if the internet is good, then I can be more efficient. That's just all there is to it. I have a system, and as soon as my software starts lagging, that just kind of puts a hiccup in the plans, and I have to resort to posting less races. And then during the week, obviously, I'm trying to organize all the races, and last week I only got to post like one race after this live, because by the time I get all the races organized and I can edit another couple videos, it's about time for us to start packing up and leaving for the next race. Like I said, today's Monday night, and we'll be packing on Wednesday night to leave for Thursday for Armageddon. So, yeah, I'd love to post more races. It's just a time thing right now. So, like I said, I probably would work better off of requests. Like I said, a lot of people say, hey, why haven't you posted races from so-and-so this weekend? Or like, hey, I'm a big Kai Kelly fan and I want you to post all of his races. Like, I would love to be able to give you races as a fan, give you all their races. But I wish y'all could see my inbox and the requests that I get. I don't mean any disrespect by it. I absolutely love that y'all take the time to message me, and I really do try and respond to all of them. So if I haven't gotten back to you, I apologize. But we're coming in on 14,000 subscribers right now, and just this past weekend we're up 1,000 subscribers again. So it's just getting tough. So I am going to try and post some more races tomorrow. So again, I work better off of requests, because what I'm trying to do is post up close races, and sometimes even number one in points, tied for number one in points, Ryan Martin. Sometimes I don't get his videos up because maybe someone in the left lane decided to put a big old Ryan Martin tune-up in it, and they knocked the tires off at 60 foot, and it's just not a good race. And I'd rather post the closer races. But y'all give me your feedback. I mean, what do you think? Would you rather me post all the races from the guys in the top 5? Or would you rather me just post the most popular drivers? Like, I don't know. Like I said, I've only got so much time to get races up, and it's just hard to please everyone. So just doing the best I can. I really do appreciate all y'all's feedback. It really never gets old to me. So thank you for that. Frank, had to be the worst event for food and stuff. They ran out of beer and water round 1. Yeah, they were passing out Like you'd wait in line on Friday night, and it wasn't bad out, thankfully. But seriously, you'd be like, "Hey, can I get a Coke?" And they take your money, $5 for a can of Coke, $5, hand it to you. Oh, by the way, that's warm. It's like, okay, like, did you not know we were coming? Like, come on, was this a surprise? Is this a trick? Like, oh man, yeah, worst cell signal too, absolutely. Chase, have you seen the old boosted Ego Mustang? I don't think so. Obviously, I remember the Camaro, but I'd love to see that thing again someday. But I don't think I have. Yeah, Nick, absolutely. It did not seem like they were prepared at all. Gurney from Down Under. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I love that y'all have conversations on here. I'm trying to read all the conversations that that happen within the video. I mean, it's pretty awesome to see y'all collaborate and everything, and that's a good point for me to bring up something that I like to bring up during my lives, and that's just bringing up the cordialness of this channel. So if you come onto the channel, you see that, if you're on my Facebook page, you see No Prep Fam as a logo, and what's the cover photo? It's my family. Trying to get people to understand that No Prep Fam is not a misprint on fan. It stands for family, and I try to get that point across, and that's how I want our channel to be. I want it to be a family-oriented deal. Now, whether that means that your kids watch it, or that it's me and you having a conversation or sharing our thoughts on the races, and how much we enjoy them. And I'm not saying that you can't say anything bad on the channel per se, but we have zero tolerance on this channel for excessive profanity, and I know I'm gonna lose subscribers over that, and that's okay, because it's the way I want this channel to be. I want kids to be able to get on this channel, and parents confidently know that they're not gonna see or hear something that they shouldn't. One of the things that I struggled with this weekend, for example, and this is just coming from a YouTube perspective, YouTube is now limiting ads to videos that have profanity on them. So when I'm up in the stands, I can't control what the people are saying around me, so that's another reason why I can't just start throwing up videos. If I'm in an area where I hear something, I have to assume that it's on that camera, and I have to take a note in my phone that something was said at that point. I don't type exactly what it is. I just say, I just put an asterisk by it or something, so I know that if that is a race that I want to put on there, I have to go back in and I have to edit that out. So it just makes it tough, but just want to take time and share that with y'all. Like I said, I know it's not going to be the most popular thing, but I'm okay with that. I appreciate everyone, and that has respect for that and for the channel, and it's going to grow regardless, with people that want to be negative naysayers and talk down on people and belittle people. So we don't have any tolerance for that here. There's no warnings. So just want to share that. Sorry, went off on a little tangent. Angela says Ryan Martin, then Sean 187 is her second. Nice. Max says, I was talking about big trucks. He was showing me what he was going to buy. I told him I had a Freightliner Coronado. That's awesome. I love the conversations that drivers are willing to have during these events. Guys talking about what cars they got and everything. This is awesome. Angela, Robin Roberts is a great guy. Michael, thank you, man. Had the high five on there, so I had to give him a virtual high five, you know. Poker Mike said, always liked Jeff Lutz. He's done a lot of racing. Not necessarily a 405 fan. That's alright. Michelle says, Sean is hilarious and his personality is the best. Thank you, Philip. It says, keep up the good work. Cruiser, yes, I am home, thankfully. At least for a couple more days until we head down to Outlaw Armageddon. Motorhouse says, are you going to the No Mercy in October? 14th through the 17th. I don't think so. I think there's an NPK that weekend. I think, if I'm not mistaken, our plans for October would be the first weekend at, I think it's Tucson? Maybe? Is it Tucson or Colorado? It's one of those two. Then we leave there and we head to Battle in the Swampland down in Louisiana. That's Joey Baroni's race down there with Joey Brony with Swamp Thing and White Zombie. So we'll be there, and then we head back west the next weekend to the NPK, which is like the 15th, I think, ish, somewhere in there. Did you see the new NPK race in Tulsa October 8th? Don't tell me that. Did they reschedule that? Did they reschedule the Washington race as Oklahoma on October 8th and 9th? Don't tell me that. That would be 3 weekends in a row. That would be terrible. That would be going from like Arizona to Oklahoma back to Colorado. I'm sorry, I gotta take time and figure this out. It's gonna bug me. Where is that schedule at? I'm looking for the NPK schedule. Clearly haven't saved it in a while. I'm just gonna scroll on the comments and see if someone's probably said it already. is. Finally. Okay, so I was wrong. September 24th and 25th is Tucson, Arizona. And the following weekend's October 2nd down in Colorado at Bandimere. Then we're supposed to head to battle in the swampland, I think. I think that's 8th and 9th. And then the finals in Ennis, Texas. Gosh. It'll be 4 weeks in a row again. Oh, Graham. The whole 4 weeks, man, that's a lot. That is a lot. Oh man, now we're talking about Street Racing Channel. Hang on, I got to get in on this. I haven't been able to catch up on my Street Racing Channel just yet. I enjoy watching SRC Garage and SRC. Poker Mike, it is. What Poker Mike says, do you know if Jeff Lutz is going to fix the 57? It is not fixable. And that's per Jeff. So, not to say he's not going to have another one day, but the OG 57 is not going to happen. Scott says October 15th and 16th is Texas Motorplex. I want to get on and see if they've actually... Who said that? Yeah, so about Lutz's car, they did a live on both Facebook and Instagram right after that wreck actually happened, and kind of like a photo got leaked of his Total 57, and like as soon as he got home from that, they ended up doing a couple live feeds on that. They're really good. He answers a lot of questions on there. Oh man, I'm just getting to some of these comments on my rant about channel cleanliness. Got a amen, thank you for that. We need more clean content. We love God, country, and race cars. Jeff says they're destroying YouTube. Yeah, that's tough. Philip, there's no need for it. I appreciate you guys supporting that. Do y'all have any questions regarding the Washington races off the schedule and nothing else added? Okay. I mean, I did hear rumor, now that it's been brought up already and we kind of just talked about it, that the Washington race is not happening and that they are going to fill it in with a race in Oklahoma, which I'm cool with that. I just hope it doesn't land on a weekend where obviously I have something else scheduled already, but you know, the world don't revolve around me, that's for sure. I'm not saying that, but just wishful thinking on my part, because the next NPK is August 27th and 28th in Virginia, and then the following weekend, which is crazy to me, but anyways, it is what it is Firebird Raceway on September 3rd and 4th in Eagle, Idaho. Okay? One weekend is Virginia. The next weekend is Idaho. That's smart. Then they said in between there, to be determined, Kent, Washington, and the following race is scheduled September 24th and 25th. So there's 2 weeks in between those two. I wish they'd put an Oklahoma race in there instead of in between Bandimere and Ennis, because that means that they would be ending on a 4-week schedule, which is, oh gosh, that's terrible. I mean, I'm just telling you guys from being there at the races, it is so tasking on these guys. I want to get around and show you guys more of that. Just the work that gets put into setting stuff up, where when everyone shows up Friday and Saturday and everything is looking all nice and everything, and you know, like, it's the drivers and the crews that are climbing up and down on their haulers, getting all their tents set up and getting the car up and working on it and servicing it, and you know, putting the pit mats up and keeping them clean and putting all their merch out and everything. It's, besides the racing, there's so much more that goes into it, and the travel in between, guys blowing tires, certain guys running into the back of other people when they're tired and driving late. You know who you are. Glad everyone's okay though, seriously. But there's just a lot of things that go on, and man, just feel for these guys whenever they're put up against a 4 straight week schedule. It's tough. Philip says that the schedule he looked at didn't even show Washington anymore. Benito, you can see the points list. I pasted the points list on a post, on a community post. So if you go onto my channel and click the community tab up at the top, my most recent post has the latest point standings from this past race. That's a good point. We should just talk about it real quick while we're on that topic, right? Let's see here. So Eric Kavela, 120 points, tied with Ryan Martin. Third place, Robin Roberts with 110. Kai is in fourth with 95. Swanstrom in fifth with 90. Scott Taylor and Cody Baker tied for sixth with 85. Jerry Bird in eighth with 70. Murillo ninth with 65, and a three-way tie for 10th between Lizzie, Rich Bruder, and Disco Dean with 60 points. So we're halfway through, and I can't help but think, like what happens in all NPK seasons, how well you do in the first half of the season is usually how well you're going to do on the back half, because your team has to start weighing out, you know, as these guys race as teams, they have to start weighing out who has the best chance of winning, and how are we going to do that. During the last race, you see Justin Swanstrom, you know, he's not afraid to call anybody out, right? He's fifth place with 90 points, and he is calling out 3 different people on Saturday during the chip draw. So, you know, he's already making moves, and we're halfway through the season, because that's what it's all about. Everyone already has their eye on that championship, and you know, it's smart for them to do that. It puts a kink in, you know, just the normal chip draws and everything, and maybe seeing different people win. Or not saying that's not going to happen, but you know, that's just part of it, right? Alright, y'all. Well, I'm going to get off here. As you saw, I didn't get a whole lot of races up from first and second round, and grudges. Gosh, I uploaded all those and saved them. There were 25 grudge races this past weekend, so I know I only have a couple up. So I'll go through those, get some more of those up. I'm gonna call that a wrap, y'all. Cordova, it was nice. The weather was okay. You know, I hope the track does a little better next time. You know, just from the fan perspective, the feedback that we got. But man, all in all, thanks to all the drivers, the teams, everyone. It was a good NPK event, and we're already looking forward to Virginia. So thanks again, y'all. Be sure to like this, share it, and of course subscribe. So thanks for watching, y'all. We'll see you next time.